All right, so Dr. Ohm here. This is another Movement Monday. This one's coming to you from Lombard, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, which is where I went to school. I'm in town at Motion Palpation Institute Sports Symposium, which is just a fun time getting back with friends. We're here at Alpha Dog, CrossFit, not CrossFit Alpha Dog? CrossFit Alpha Dog. And we're gonna go over a movement that we just did. We just got done working out. We're gonna bring in future stud doc, Jake Alec, and a couple other people to go over a little, it's a little more complex for a typical Movement Monday, but what the heck. So this one is actually like a variation of a Czech Get-Up, which is a version of the Czech Get-Up that we use, that utilizes developmental positions. So we use, that comes from DNS, or Dynamic Neuromuscular Stabilization. We use DNS as our main rehab approach. And so this is a variation that we might use clinically, or we might also use in terms of performance, which is what we did today. So Jake here rocking the nice AE shirt. Beautiful. So he's gonna drop down. Now with a typical Turkish get-up, you'd have closed fist and a straight wrist, right? It's technically not neutral, but I don't wanna go into that. For this one, you're gonna open the hand up a little bit, and that's gonna allow the shoulder to activate a little bit better. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go from an 8-week posture, which is basically just laying on your back with your feet on the ground. Then he's gonna kind of pressurize his abdomen, so that's where the belly pushes out in all directions. Then he's gonna pick his legs up. This is 3 months, okay? And then from here, he'll just rotate towards me. As he comes this way, he's trying to maintain that cylinder engaged here. So you don't wanna go into an extension posture. Go ahead and see if you can show that one. So where you roll this way, so roll back, show a good one. He's gonna show one where he keeps the connectivity, right? Really, really good. He's activating here, and then he's gonna show one where he loses it and goes into extension and lateral flexion. So he's arching here and he's going into lateral flexion. So relax here. So what you would do is you'd go from 8 weeks to 3 months, controlled, you could roll, so there's 3 months, then roll towards 5, you're maintaining control, then you go back with control, and then this is the hard part. You lower down from 3 months, you tap your heels into 8 weeks, and you don't lose any of this. You can already see he's shaking because it's hard. That, we just did it for like, felt like an hour. Okay, go ahead and relax. So I'm gonna bring in another great doc, Dr. Taylor Prudner, right?
Yeah.
Nailed it. Where are you from?
I'm from Nebraska originally, but I practice in Troy, Missouri. So,
Troy, Missouri.
Yeah, with Brett Winchester.
Brett Winchester. So how would you use this clinically?
Yeah, so clinically what's really amazing about this is not only, number one, are we showing the connection between the rib cage position and shoulder function first, then we're also allowing us to load the shoulder in a really stable position. So what's perfect for any overhead athletes, or even for like our pitchers, shot putters, that's for you, is allowing them to feel the connection between strength here and power here. And so it's really, really easy to do on a treatment table too, and then just as a movement prep going forward, so.
Hammer thrower too, right?
Hammer throw, absolutely.
Gotta have good connectivity here. All right, Anthony, future doc here. Anthony's actually the coach that allowed us to come in here. And oddly, my clone as well, or I'm his clone, I guess we'll say. A little weird. Also, Dave Ulmer. We need to get one of Dave Ulmer in here as well. Anyways, how would you use this as a strength coach?
I'm from CrossFit background, 19.5 thrusters pull-ups. That 8-month to 3-month position, great for warming up the hips while keeping the core engaged for that thruster, the squat portion of the thruster, and then going up overhead, keeping, like Taylor was saying, keeping the shoulder engaged with the rest of the core. Then you get to chest bar, really controlling, making sure you're not going into too much crazy extension. You need a little bit, but we don't want to dive and let your pelvis just go on the chest bars. So
it's just, yeah, so it's a good, you can use it as a rehab tool to strengthen a good pattern. You can use it as an activation exercise to sort of turn on the right pattern. Or what we just did at the end is we actually used it at the end of the workout, and we tried to maintain that good pattern. We just kind of did it to fatigue. Once the pattern fatigues, then you're kind of done for the day. So I guess rep scheme, I usually am going to do either a Tabata style, that's what we did just now, where you're doing 20 seconds with just one side and then switching. You can also do 5 each direction, 10 each direction. Any more than about 10, it gets pretty tough. In terms of the weight, you want to use a weight that loads it down, but doesn't make this lose connection here. So if your legs are a little bit heavier like mine, I was using a 24 kilogram, but if you need to use a 12 or an 8 or whatever you want, the important thing is quality, not that you can hold a bunch of weight. So don't cross it this one. That's it. See ya.